What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe, and thank you, Miscreant, for the request. Who is the Emperor? I've done a brief video on him and his backstory, but the Emperor is many things. And amidst many of these things, very few are factual and many are theories, speculations, and rumors. To some, he was once Neoth, his given name as a child amongst ancient Terra. To others, he is the undisputed master of mankind. To many, nothing but a heretical father and a tyrant amongst man. To much of the ecclesiarchy and all of the Imperium, a god. But in his very own words, he is nothing but a man. Granted, an overgrown, extremely powerful, psychic in nature being of a man, but still a man. His whole story from beginning to end is clouded in mystery and not known to many. His whole life he has kept secrets from his long-standing enemies, the Chaos Gods, or those around him, as well as keeping even his most closest confidants held in the shadows. It is because of this much of his roles are always just portrayed as titles. This is why we often only hear him referred to as Father, the Master of Mankind, the Emperor, beloved by all, or even the Omnissiah. He is all of these things, and simultaneously none of them. He casts off and dons these titles as easily as one may change their clothes in order to fit whatever situation he need be in. But what exactly is his story? If we are to take it at face value and what he has told us, it has always been the salvation of mankind, and that's probably not doing the description justice. In the book The Master of Mankind, when he describes the earliest days of his life, he is known that humanity has always needed order, and he, the most perfect human, has donned it upon himself to be the very guiding order and light for mankind. Everything he does, in his own words, he swears is for the betterment of mankind. His methods just may not be to your approval. Sadly though, this does make it hard to trust him. His methods may be unorthodox and he won't reveal to you the full truth for whatever reasons. This is what leads to the eventual discourse between his own sons and actions that may be beyond our very own understanding. It is why when he goes about these methods the way that he does, some people may believe that he is trying to ascend to godhood, or in other ways he is simply executing his right as a tyrant of man. And after all, I could see this myself, as throughout much of his history he has used nothing but violence and power to achieve the statuses that he has, all while boasting that this is in the name of order, the betterment of humanity, and needed just because it was the quickest route. This callous demeanor that he dons, he claims, is absolutely for the betterment of mankind, as the emotions would simply get in the way. It is what allows him to cast off any ties that he believes isn't for the betterment of the future, helping him make these cold and calculating decisions like that of eliminating the Thunder Warriors, which again he claims was for the betterment of humanity. They had outlived their purpose and they were old goods. With reasons like this, it's quite easy to believe that he would do the same to the Space Marines or even his own sons, the Primarchs. And I'm going to say sons in quotations, as there have been times where he has referenced them to his generals, not so much his sons, merely adopting the title of father so that they may build a closer relationship and execute their tasks more efficiently. I would say that the whole story of the Emperor can be clouded in the very titles that he adopts and sheds. Many of these titles are misunderstood and picked up without the reason of the reader truly knowing the intentions. But after all, who can know the story and intentions of the most perfect man in all of humanity? I know this wasn't an exact answer of who the Emperor was and what his story was, but at the same time that is exactly what we are taught and led to believe throughout all the novels of what kind of man he truly is. Whoever you may ask, the Primarchs, traders, custodies, anybody, would all tell you a different story. That being said though, thanks again Miscreant for the request, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Drop a comment if there's anything you guys want to hear about next, and as always, remember to follow for more.